Welcome to episode number 19 of Pro Cycling Manager. Today we have another preparation race for our objective. It is the Herald Sun Tour. We are still in the early season, start of February, and it starts with a prologue that is 8.6 kilometers long, followed by a hilly stage of 130.4 kilometers. Two flat stages coming, also medium size 150 and 176 kilometers, ending up on a hilly stage of 194 kilometers. So this is our schedule for today. You can see here where we are. We just finished Vuelta Ciclista Mallorca, where we won the white jersey. And now it's going to be here at Sun Tour, and we are working for our objective, Vuelta Andalusia. This is one of our main goals in the early season, or it is the main goal of our early season. So let's get in. Fitness peak is still a bunch away, so we still have 2 weeks until Vuelta Andalusia. I hope we can do the fitness peak until then. Let's go into the race. It is a 2.1 race in Australia. There are a bunch of 2.1 races right now, so the teams usually split up between all these races. Yeah, but we have like some good opponents, like Team Bahrain Merida is in there. And as we can see here, the favorites of that stage, Lennart Kemner, Maximilian Schachmann. Some good time trialists from Germany. I clicked away our objective, but our objective is, given the level of our position, it will be difficult to get a good result here. However, give it your best shot. And that means basically the team doesn't think that we can get top 50. I don't think that as well. Maybe if we have +5, but that's super unrealistic. Our prologue stat and our TT stat is just not good enough. And we see our teammates starting right here. We are the second last to start. Only behind us is Kenneth van Bilsen, who is supposed to be our team captain then. So I guess we are not the team captain, but it's fine. So Le Cuisinier, yeah, I spelled it right, starting right now. If we have a look at the intermediate chronos, you see Geniers, Matsvert, Smith, also good time trailers, are leading at the moment. There are quite some gaps, so we might lose half a minute in this stage, maybe even more. It's like 8 kilometers. Usually you can say, okay, with our time trials that you might lose around a minute per 10 kilometers, maybe a little bit less. So this time trial is 8.6 kilometers. So I think we will lose like at least 40 seconds up to a minute 20. Maximilian Schachmann, one of the favorites, is in the finish with 10 seconds behind Genius, so he might win the stage actually. These are some pretty good times already, so when we start we will have like, we can see at the intermediate where we stand already, and at the finish line they shouldn't switch that much anymore. So, and we are about to start, like 9 riders in front of us. Let's hope for some good daily race day condition. So we just started with +1 on the day, so we have +3 on prologue, +2 on time trial, which is amazing. Having a look at the profile, it's fairly flat, like, yeah, they're a little bit hilly here in the end, but it's nothing too steep, so it's marked as a flat time trial. And the first intermediate is upcoming. Our yellow bar looks good, that's why I'm increasing to 77 here, even 78. 16 seconds at the first intermediate, but yeah, we were like a little bit slow in the early part of the race. 80 looks good for the moment, might even increase it soon. There's a little bit downhill here upcoming, so might do 82, 83, 85 even. Yeah, perfect. 27 seconds. So we are top 50 at the moment. 27 seconds is a really, really good result for us. So the 68 prologues that worked out somehow. The +1 race day condition also pretty nice. 27 seconds is really, really, really good. I expected to lose way more, and I think we are nearly in front of all our teammates. Just Le Cuisinier is in front of us, and all the other guys are behind us. So, and as I said, Alexandre Gines is indeed winning. But with 27 seconds, we can do a lot on the next stages. That was super good. Like you see here, the second guy already has 6 seconds, so we are just 21 seconds behind the second guy. And if you scroll down, like these guys already have like 19 seconds, so we are really, really close behind them. And yeah, that was an incredible resight. So stage number 2 is pretty interesting for us because this is the hilly stage, and we are not one of the favorites, but we will still try to attack at the end. The guys in front of us are like 73, 74 hill, but our fitness is quite good. No one should have fitness peak by that time. So, but yeah, like we have a good placement in the GC. After the time trial being 60-second is quite fine, to be honest. It's really, really, really good. So well, we have to look for our objective, what we have to do, whether we are free element or whether we have to go on a breakaway. But no matter what our objective is, I might just sit in the peloton to wait for the final climb to attack over the final climb. Might be the best shot here. Uh, I'm still pretty well positioned in the GC, and if we can get like a gap or time bonuses at the finish line, we might actually do pretty well. Okay, we are free element, which is quite good. We have 2 objectives. We can either go on a breakaway, which is highly unlikely because, yeah, there is a breakaway already and we are still not at the front of the peloton. Well, we could attack, but I rather save energy for this climb. As you can see here, it is indeed quite steep. So it has a red part on the bottom and also a dark orange part at the top. Red part is about 8% slope. The dark orange part is around 6% slope, which is both okay. If we look here, there are like some smaller hits inside, but yeah, the last climb is really important. And after the last climb, there's just downhill, downhill, downhill. It's not that steep downhill, but it is downhill, and at the end there's like 2 kilometers flat. So our race day condition is 0. 0 is totally fine for the moment. It was our forecast as well, so not -1. That is good. Therefore we have +1 on mountain, +1 on hill, and +1 on the stats on the right, just because of our fitness of 96%. If the fitness would be 100%, we would even get more stats. So not only the race day condition influencing the stats, but also the fitness. And yeah, we have a 5 rider breakaway. Let's have a look at them. So there is Dernier with 70 hill, Rate with 67 hill, 71 hill, Brogina, Yates with 65 hill, and Stedman with 69 hill. So pretty good breakaway, to be honest. I hope we catch them before the climb. We are pretty close to, yeah, 1 minute 30 now. We're pretty close to the last climb. It's going uphill now. Um, yeah, the tempo is really high. My 85 is sparkling. I lost some positions in there. And we are still 1 minute 20 behind the front group, so they have a pretty high tempo as well. And I'm pretty sure we don't catch them before the climb. That would be not so good, because that means the peloton keeps pacing and they don't reduce the pace. But still, let's just have a look. So, well, I'm using the energy gear. I really like my yellow bar. I think it's enough to attack. I mean, it's not full, but it's not empty as well. And it's going uphill pretty soon. And we really want to attack on the red part, and the red part starts now. Oh, we have a sparkling red bar. That is pretty good, but as you can see, oh, that doesn't look good. The peloton is just pacing really hard. But we got a gap, and as I said, our red bar is sparkling. And we got a gap. So the front group is caught, and we are trying to pace over the top. I cannot really pace more than 85, but we got a gap of 25 seconds. The problem is the downhill is also not that steep. So there might be not that big regeneration. But we got a gap of 35 seconds, and there's just 6k to go. $40. Oh, that looks pretty okay. That looks actually pretty good. $3k to go. So we are in the flat part now, but we still have... We can pace 90 now. Ultimo kilometer. Oh yes, we win the stage. 99. And we did it. So the sparkling red bar really got us the win when we attacked. So the sparkling red bar, that's what it did. So we could attack for a really long time, and yeah, that was like amazing. We finished first. Let's see how big the gap is. There was a gap at least, and it is 30 seconds, so that means we are in the yellow jersey. Yep, we are in the yellow jersey, guys. Ooh, yes! Amazing. Finished top 30 of the classification of the stage. We got first, and that was 55 points of experience. That is so huge. Yeah, evaluation breakaway. Okay, maybe this is like 50 points of experience. This is maybe 1 point of experience, and this is maybe 4 points of experience, so something around that. But yeah, if you have an objective to finish top 30 and then you finish first, you get a bunch of experience. Really a lot. If your objective is to finish first and then you finish first, you just get 10. But yeah, that's super nice. It totally worked out. And let's go into the next stage. It is a flat stage. And we are leading the Herald Sun Race. Uh, yeah, I guess our objective should be pretty obvious. Try to keep the yellow jersey. I'm pretty sure that we are not allowed to attack in the yellow jersey, that we don't get a breakaway objective, that we don't get a teammate objective, and yeah, let's see. So objective will be definitely leader of the overall standing, because that's what you always get when you are yellow, and then probably nothing more. Maybe that's all. Sometimes you have leader and leader of, yeah, I have leader and leader of the overall standings. So leader means you get help from your teammates, and leader of the overall standings is the role you get for wearing the yellow jersey. We are +1 on the day. Leader is quite good because now we can just take our best guy, and a flat Le Cuisinier is pretty good, and also Hofstetter. I take Hofstetter for the moment because he is the guy next to us. 72 flat is fine. He's also the sprinter, so he can be the sprint train for us to like try and get some points towards the point standing in the end. And we have a pretty huge breakaway with 10 riders in E1. So one of my teammates is pacing here already to catch them. We need to have a look at the breakaway. So 57 seconds, 39. So they are pretty close on the GC all still. 31 seconds is the best guy. I hope I'm not losing the jersey due to a breakaway today. That would be super awful. But yeah, it still looks good. They were not getting a huge... yeah. So the gap is always around 2 minutes. It's not getting too big. That means the breakaway has to put a lot of effort. I would try to close it down like around 50k, 40k with Le Cuisinier. He's like our best flat rider. So I might higher the tempo later on. Yeah, the gap is not really decreasing, so I'm just putting Le Cuisinier as... Why is he not going to the front, seriously? And he can even pace 90. It's only 40k to go. I hope we close down the gap a bit. Can someone get water? Okay, Godon is getting water. And now we try to close down the gap with like really high pace. Okay, 90 is too much. 87 is fine in terms of red bar. So really trying to increase the pace right now. He's my best flat rider, so I will just sacrifice him until he's done. Oh, we are not really closing the gap. It's still 1 minute 20. Godon is the next. Who else do I have? Oh, I have Van Bilsen. Van Bilsen could do pretty well as well. Okay, BMC rider is leading right now. That's good for me. So Van Bilsen can get to the front. I could even make a train right now. So Hofstetter is following Van Bilsen and I'm following Hofstetter because Hofstetter is like one of the... No, wait. I want to do it the other way around. Van Bilsen is the better sprinter. So yeah, let's do it this way. 10k to go, so this is our sprint train as well. We need to make sure that we get to the front with Hofstetter. Alright. So pacing 95 right now with him. When he is empty, Van Bilsen will take over. 5.6 kilometers, so time for the energy gill. And we will not catch the breakaway. We will definitely not catch the breakaway. So Hofstetter is done, so now it's Van Bilsen's time. And come on. Van Bilsen can sprint, and when he is done we will sprint ourselves. He's done now. That doesn't look good for us. That looks like there is a gap in between. Damn it. And the gap is 34 seconds. We tried to pace, but the breakaway was just too huge. It was just too big, to be honest. And yeah, we lose the yellow jersey today again. Yup. So 34 seconds and we are fourth in the overall standing now. This is quite unfortunate. Losing to a breakaway is always annoying. And I think it might be hard to get it back, to be honest. It might be super hard to get it back. Really, really unfortunate. But the breakaway, yeah, we should have paced earlier. I mean, we started at 50k with pacing, but really, if the breakaway is that huge, I think you have to pace right away to sacrifice your teammates, so they will lose yellow energy and you will keep the gap like low. Strong breakaways in flat stages or like strong strong numbers in the breakaway and the flat stages is always quite tough. But we did the best that we could. Still, we are still leading the young rider classification, which is quite nice. I think we got some points still in the sprint classification, maybe 1 or 2. But yeah, let's wait for this stage. Another flat stage. I hope the breakaway will not be that strong this time, so we can easily control, and then we can try to attack on the last stage again. I'm still in the role of a leader, which is quite nice. That means Hofstetter is protecting us, that we don't lose too much energy. If we look at the profile, there's nothing really interesting there. We have a 4-rider breakaway, and I think this time we will catch them, and I will just fast forward to the final 20k of the race. 20k remaining in the race, and as you can see, the peloton split up mainly because of a lot of crashes. So the peloton is down to 23 riders, then there's a group of A1 with 28 riders, and the breakaway is still 2 minutes in front, but since it's only 4 riders, it should be not that big of a deal. Anyway, we can just set a really high tempo with Le Cuisinier. So we will just push 87 with him now to secure we catch the breakaway. And that A1 is not getting close to us again. Oh, he's really putting a huge pace. 133 for the breakaway. Oh, we might not even catch them anymore. Maybe increase the speed to 90. Why is it when I'm doing 85, why is it more than when he's doing 90? I don't get it. Oh wow, we got a gap. Look at that. Oh, they don't let us go. Pacing myself here. No problem. Breaker, the peloton is really small and we still have a huge gap there. Might pace 90 myself. I know, it's fine. Can you protect us? Can you come to the front, Le Cuisine? Guess not. Oh, it's only 2.6k to go, I kinda missed it. It's going uphill, which is... Oh yeah, we can follow our teammate Le Junier. We still have to wait, we still have to wait. It's an uphill sprint, we are in a good position, we still have energy left, but we still have to wait. Come on, Buchmann! What happened? That was the weirdest sprint in my life. That was the weirdest sprint in my life. But somehow we won this, because the peloton is just 26 riders strong. Yeah, and they has A1. There might be just no sprinter left in the peloton, and because it was uphill in the end, it was like... Everyone was done already, and I still had half of my red left. But yeah, we kinda caught the breakaway in the sprint, and... That's pretty nice, because now we are leading in the GC again, just because of the bonus seconds. Nice. And I think, yeah, they were not, like, Ben King is probably getting, well, they will not get any bonus seconds in the last stage, because they are just not good enough at the hill. But yeah, first of the stage, first of yaw standing, first of point standing, first of overall standing, 33 experience. Always sprint, you never know what happens. Somehow, the weirdest sprint can turn into a victory. I didn't even want it to sprint, I just wanted to make sure they get caught. Because I don't want to lose, I just didn't want it to lose my classification standing, even though it just like third or fourth, but apparently we did pretty good. Now we are coming to the last stage of the race, and as you can see, it is pretty hilly. And not only that it's hilly, it looks like it has some really steep parts inside. Starting at the category 3 mountain in the bottom here, this climb looks pretty steep. The second categorized climb looks super steep, and also the end, that might be actually the same. Yeah, that looks actually like the same profile. So that might be the finish line and the same climb in the end. Not sure yet. But yeah, we are leader, we are 0 on the day, so not +1, but it's 0 is okay. We just need to make sure we don't lose time on that final climb. So if we look at that, it's mainly red, and yeah, it's the same red. Yeah, this is the same climb in the end. So no one is really pacing, there were no attacks yet out of the peloton. Let's just speed up a bit. Oh, really huge breakaway again. 8 riders, 10 riders. Holy cow. Why are you doing that to me, game? So let's have a look at the names. 1 minute, 45 seconds, 48 seconds, 5 minutes, 39 seconds. So 39 seconds is the best guy in the breakaway, and it's a 10 rider breakaway. And I'm gonna sacrifice Kenneth van Bilsen now. He is. I'm gonna sacrifice him with 85. I don't wanna let. Oh, they are 5 minutes away already. We need to bring that down. So sacrificing my first rider. Gap is decreasing already to 3 minutes. But yeah, that's not good for our yellow bar. But still. Gordon is carrying water. Fine. We already dropped some guys because of that high pace, but I keep pacing, seriously. I just don't wanna let them. We need to fatigue them in the breakaway. Oh my god. Godon was done before giving Van Bilsen water. Okay, Van Bilsen is done. So let's get over to the next one. I should have not started with the best one, to be fair. Van Steyen is getting water now. But still, I just want to make sure I mean, the breakaway is doing a high tempo as well. So that's basically the reason why we keep pacing now. So they have problems with their yellow bar. We can actually, yeah, just don't sacrifice only one rider, but use multiple riders. I don't even mind the position of my teammates in the end. I hope some other teams take over pacing pretty soon. Yeah, they are in the pace as well, so we have some other teams pacing as well, which is quite nice. We keep the gap fairly low at 1 minute 30, but now other teams have to do the job, and we will just stay in the peloton. So the gap is increasing a bit, but it's not increasing that much anymore. It's kind of stuck at 2 minutes 20. Other teams are pacing in the peloton. Yeah, I sacrificed all my teammates, but that's fine. Wow, peloton is down to 59 riders. I might. Yeah, I probably was too enthusiastic. But still, you see now the front group is splitting. It's not 10 riders anymore. They are down to 5 riders because they have the same problem in the front group. Yeah, the peloton is down to 23 riders. I need to get water. Well, I think I can do it now because we are going on a downhill. I should have saved Van Bilsen to protect me, to be honest. But yeah, that's how it is now. So at least it's not a breakaway victory this time, and yeah, A2 has crashed, so all my riders that were close behind the peloton have crashed. Oh wow, the gap between peloton and A1 is super huge, 4.5 minutes, so definitely this 29 riders, one of these 29 riders will get the win in this stage. And we should get the breakaway fairly soon. We are in the downhill, so I need to make sure I get water now first. That should be enough until the end of the race. And yeah, let's see what we can do. So we had this climb once already. Oh, it takes starting. We are not in a good position in this field. So using energy gate right now. We need to make sure we are entering this last climb in front. So it's going uphill pretty soon. We're just pacing 85. We can actually pace 90. $1.9k to go. Oh, the tempo is really high. So doing 95 now. I hope I don't get blocked. I do get blocked a bit. Oh wow, he's pretty far in front. Yeah, 95. Staying at 95 is fine. Oh, they got a... Yeah, I think there was taking some gaps between the second and the third rider. I think there was a gap. We finished top 10 though. We had no energy left, so that's all we could do. I think our effort was like quite perfectly. But yeah, Genius and Rosetto were just too good. I hope the gap is not too big. But I think we dropped to second place in GC and Genius overtakes us. But nevertheless, it is even second in GC is a really good result for Herald Sunrays. Yeah, there's definitely a gap between these riders. He's also in the points classification, so we lose the points classification. And yes, 17 seconds, and we are second in GC by 5 seconds. Why again? But yeah, he was just 74 hill, 76 mountain. He was just too good. Also, his resistance is super high, and he can sprint better than we can. So yeah, Genius got it. But still, that's a good result for us, to be fair. We are second in points, second in overall, and we are first in the Young Rider classification. What do we want more? 52 points of experience, which is a lot. And yeah, that was the Herald Sun Race. Next episode will cover Vuelta Ciclista a Murcia and Clásica de Almería before we get to our first objective of the season. Let's have a look at the fitness peak. It's 72.8. Simulating like a couple days. Okay. So, Ruta del Sol Vuelta a Andalusia is in 8 days. We get 1.5 points per day. That's 12 points from training. And I think we get 6 points from races, and that's not enough to get fitness peak. Why again? We should have like more points. I keep miscalculating, but we could have not done anything different because we did all the races we could. Yeah, we basically took all the races we could, so there's nothing we can do about. So we will get the fitness peak around like stage 4 or 5. At least the good thing about that is that the mountain stage is stage 4, so maybe we get fitness peak by stage 4. That would be awesome. Maybe even by stage 3, but I doubt that. But yeah, we don't have fitness peak on the prologue, we don't have fitness peak on the first hilly finish. Yeah, Quite unfortunate. Nevertheless, yeah, that was it, episode number 18, and next episode we cover the classics. So I hope you tune in again and have a nice day.